Diddy. There's another one we missed. Well, this is the conclusion of his trial, shall we say.
You know what? Diddy. Anybody, you know what? Everybody knew what he was fucking doing.
Mm-hmm.
But they was cool because people were in on it. You know, they were in the in crowd, or they were doing business with him, or somebody they knew was doing business with him. You know, they some kind of way they were all interconnected.
Sure.
You know, so it was an open secret because everybody said ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Like a Diddy party, right.
You always heard ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Right.
You know, until we found out, you know, and guess what? He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything, but unfortunately, you know, we know that he liked to beat women.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, and I'm not discounting what he did because that's horrible.
Sure. Yeah.
But he didn't do anything. You know what he was convicted of?
The Mann Act. The same thing they did with Jack Johnson back in the day.
The Mann Act.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was it.
Right.
Bullshit. So
right.
He didn't. So guess what? You in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Girlfriend live North Carolina.
Right.
Girlfriend, not your wife. Your girlfriend. You fly her up to Virginia. It's your girlfriend, right?
Right.
So she goes back home. Some kind of way you get trumped up on some charges. Those charges don't stick, but they want your ass. Guess what? What you just did. They found out that you flew your girlfriend up.
Right.
To where you're at. And you do what adults do.
Right.
And they charge you on some bullshit.
And do you know where that act comes from?
Yeah, I know where it comes from.
Jack Johnson.
Yeah.
Because that's what they got him on back in the day.
Yeah.
Because
he was dating white women.
Right, exactly. So they came up with the Mann Act.
You know, what they call it, white fragility? You know, white man fragility? You know? Mediocrity is back. Look at fucking Trump. He called Joe Biden no. This motherfucker falling asleep in meetings also. You know.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
He all
it's not like they 10, 15 years apart. They're like a year or two apart.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, Sleepy Joe.
Right.
Look at this motherfucker. But guess
that's like me calling you old, and people like motherfucker, I'm only a couple of years older than you.
But you know, I guess he was very convincing himself. So I mean,
yeah,
that's what they got. So, but we gonna see. Hopefully, I get to see the next 3 years of this shit play out, because it ain't gonna go well for some people.
No,
and I'm thinking the whites is not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well. You know, motherfucking crops already dying in the fields and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, now this motherfucker
lose health coverage.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, man. You know, healthcare is a fucking health insurance is first of all, it's a scam. it's a pyramid scheme shit. You know,
Yeah.
it's no health care. It's health insurance. I want health care. I want when I go to the doctor, I want the doctor to say, "Look, this is the real fucking deal, and you need this." In
Right.
my opinion, I don't want motherfuckers, slinging fucking generics at me and shit. Saying, you really don't need that. Like they're in your body. That they know what you need. But that's what's the cat name? Mangione?
Mm.
Pop pop. you know? Pop pop. Go to Weezy.
Pop, pop.
Dirty motherfuckers and shit. And that cat, he killed the CFO of United Healthcare.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that did happen, as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a shitty company anyway. Anybody who had
Right.
United, you got fucked in some form or fashion.
Sure.
Are we that fucked up where we just like, we just tune out certain shit?
Well, so much stuff's been happening.
Yeah, I know.
Like over the course of the year.
Yeah, I know it's been some extraordinary shit, but we just like, fuck it. Yeah, shit.
I mean, of course, there's, the back and forth with Ukraine. Let's not talk about the peace deal he put together. That shit just fell apart in no time at all.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on, look at his team and shit. He got a motherfucker from Fox News running the Defense Department,
Right?
and then changed the name from the Defense Department
to the
its
Department of War,
previous name of the Department of War,
which we're doing back in World War II, which
Yeah.
made sense back then, right?
Yeah, I don't, and so he calls all these generals and everybody to this big meeting in Quantico and shit, taking everybody away from their duty stations. And he tried to do a fucking pep rally talking about, well, yeah, we're going back to the standards of this and that, officers and all these people are going to be in shape, meet the same standard. And then somebody had a clip of him trying to do a fucking pull-up. And he couldn't fucking do it. And that was recent,
Oh wow.
Old Pistol Pete reminds me of an aging J.C. Penney model.
Right.
When you look at him, shit, because you can tell like when this guy was in the army and shit, and he was an officer. He wasn't like an enlisted person. He was an officer.
Right.
You could tell he was a fucking dick. That he thought his shit just didn't stink.
Didn't stink, right?
Yeah. You could look at him and tell he's one of those type of guys. And but hey, you know what? Let Trump be Trump.
So let Trump be Trump.
Let Trump be Trump. Because I don't know if you ever watched like World War II documentaries or anything.
Oh, all the time, man. I watch those all the time, man.
The Nazis and things like that. There was a giant arch that they built, and I forget. It was I believe it was in Germany that they built it. It was a giant arch with this like eagle present or whatever symbol that they use at the time. And Trump has proposed that same style as the Trump arch. Look it up if you don't believe it.
Check that out.
And he's planning on apparently building this in the next couple of months.
Speaking of which, so something that happened here recently is like, he he fired the board of the Kennedy Center,
Yes.
and then appointed like his own board, and then put his name on the Kennedy Center. So now it's called the Trump Kennedy Center.
Yeah. So think about that. Think about how depraved and narcissistic have to be to, first of all, this president, John F. Kennedy was assassinated, right?
Right.
That's an honor to say, all right, well, we're honoring you by naming this building after you.
Right.
This dude is a living president,
Right.
and just said, fuck you. But some people, I don't get it, John. Some people think that that's
Okay.
okay. That's normal.
And the thing is, it takes an act of Congress to actually even change a landmark like that. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to do it."
So you have to now. Let's dig into this just for a second.
Sure.
You have
Let's
to
get our
ask,
shovels out.
you have to ask
And I'm taking
yourself.
caps.
You have to ask yourself this. All right,